Welcome to side B of our cassette tape. Woo! Here's number 16. Did you try it on your own? You better try it on your own. Right? Go and try number 16 on your own. And once you do, then you can unpause me. Pause me! Try it on your own. Okay, so we have a nice base of 4 with a 2x minus 6. And then 64 actually breaks down into what, 8 times 8? But it also breaks down into 4 times 4 times 4, right? I mean, you could have done 8 times 8 is 64, but then you'd have to break it down into 4 times 2 and 4 times 2. And then that 2 times 2 is the 4 there. So 3/4. Why is that important? Because we need to have the same base. Why do we need the same base? Because it's all about that base. About that base. No treble. Woo! We're bringing logarithms back. Go home and tell your mom that. Or dad, or guardian. Okay, so how many 4s do I have? So I have 4 to the 3rd power. So 64 becomes 4 to the 3rd power, right? Because it's the same thing. It is 64. And that will then be raised to the x minus 3. Then don't forget to distribute your powers through. So we get 4 to the 3x, and then 3 times negative 3 is a negative 9. Ooh, here we go. And now to undo the base, it's all about that base. Let's use orange. Ella's favorite color, Ella. Maybe? I'm trying to remember. I think it was, or it could have been Ashlyn's. No. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and do log base 4 undoes your base 4. Log base 4 undoes your base 4. So now we're just left with 2x minus 6 is equal to 3x minus 9. And then we want to get all the x's on the same side. Don't have to factor this one. So we're going to minus 2x minus 2x. So then 3x minus 2x is just 1x equals, and then we're going to add 9 to this side, add 9 to this side. 9 minus 6 is 3. Woo! The answer is 3. So 3 times 2 is 6, and 6 minus 6 is 0, and 3 minus 3 is 0. So the answer for x is 3, because it works. Nice. Okay, so now we're on the backside. We're on the backside now, solving logs. That was solving exponentials. Now we're doing solving logs. So in order for us to solve logs, you're going to have to use something special first. So you're going to have to condense, right? Condense the, write this down somewhere, memorize in your heart. So condense the left side first. And then you can solve it, right? Make sure you condense the left side first. Let me show you what I mean. So we have 2 ln's. We're going to condense it to 1. Remember condensing? And then x squared. And then subtraction becomes division over 1 equals 4. So now that we condense the left side first, now there's 1 ln on the left that we can get rid of. And if we do to the left, we have to do to the right. So do you remember how to undo ln? Do you remember? Do you remember? So it's e, right? Because if you do e to the ln, whatever, I don't know, 89, whatever number that is, so that's going to cancel, right? Sorry, that didn't really help us. Wow. So e to the ln, sorry, that didn't really help us. Let me try that again. So we have e, that's it, to the ln. And then of 89, that gives us 89. See? So that's the e and the ln that they undo each other. They cross each other out. So now we're going to go ahead now, and we're going to go ahead and base e both sides, base e both sides. That gets rid of our ln. So we're left with just x squared now, because x squared over 1 is just x squared. It just kind of goes away, right? Because anything divided by 1 is itself back again. And then x squared e to the 4th power. Whoa! Well, how do we undo the squared? Can you remember how to undo the squared? So remember, to undo the squared, you square root it. And if you do it to one side, you have to do it to the other side. Well, the crazy part about that is now we have the square root of e to the 4th power, and e is just a number, like 2 squared or 5 squared. And so how many e's do I have? I have 4 of them. And when you take the square root, you actually can pull out a pair if there's a pair there, right? So we're going to go ahead and pull out just one of the e's, and pull out another one of the e's, and now we have e times e is e squared. So our answer is e squared. Oh no, but Newbold, you square rooted it. It could have been positive or negative there, right? Because negative times negative is a positive. Oh, you're right. So it is going to be plus or minus e squared. So that means x equals e squared or negative e squared. Awesome. There we go. That was kind of a toughie. I don't think it'll be that hard on the test for that one. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it will be. I just met you. This is crazy. Here's how you solve logs. So base them, maybe. Yeah, base them. So this is going to be weird now, right? We based e over there to get rid of ln, but now we're going to base 3 to get rid of base 3. Base 3 to get rid of base 3. So we're left with negative 3x is equal to 2 minus 2x. And then we want to get all the x's on the same side. But you want to keep your x's positive because, you know, if they're negative towards you, they're going to spread rumors. There's a bad breakup. You don't need bad blood. So you want to add that 3x to the other side. And so you're going to add. That just becomes a 0. So 2, we're going to add 3x. And 3x minus 2x is 1x. So 1x or just x. Then we're going to minus 2 to the other side. And so we do get a negative 2 is equal to, oh yeah, the 1x is just an x. So x equals negative 2. Uh-oh, so this could be no solution. So if you ever do log of like a negative number, don't forget that that's an error in your calculator and that does not exist. But for this particular problem, we're going to plug in that negative 2, and because there's a negative there, negative times a negative is a positive, and a negative times a negative is a positive, and so we are going to get negative is a positive, 3 times 2 is 6. So log base 3, 6 equals 2 times 2 is 4, negative is a positive, and so it's going to be 2 plus 4 is also 6. So log base 3, 6 equals log base 3, 6. So it works. Okay, number 19, you are going to have to go ahead and condense this first. Do you remember what multiplication becomes? Newbald, you said it wrong. Oh yeah, thanks. Do you remember what addition becomes? Multiplication, right? Multiplication. So we're going to do log. Remember condensing just to 1 log now. Just condensing to 1. So log base 9, x minus 1 times x. Because addition becomes multiplication. Equals log base 9, 2. Good. Now we can go ahead and base 9 both sides. Base 9 both sides. And that's going to get rid of your log base 9. Log base 9. Ooh, distribute the x through because multiplication. So we get x squared, and then x times x is x squared. X times negative 1 is a negative x equals 2. Ooh, 2 solutions. Going to have to get everything on the same side and factor it. So we're going to minus 2 over to here. So we get x squared minus x minus 2. And that is going to factor into x and x. And then 2 times 1. Because factors of 2 is just 2 times 1. And then remember the negative goes with the bigger number to keep it negative. And so we get 2 solutions. When we set them each equal to 0, we're going to get x equals a negative 1. And we're going to get x equals the opposite sign of positive 2. Now I'm feeling good about that positive 2. Because when you plug it back in, you are going to get a positive number. So that'll be good. And then you plug a 2 in here, and 2 minus 1 is 1, which is good. And, 1 plus 2 is 1 times 2, which is 2. So that works. Nice. It works. But I'm a little concerned about that negative. I mean, the negative 1, you know, it could work. It could work. Sometimes it does, like we proved in the previous one. But in this one, when you plug a negative 1 in, negative 1 minus 1 is a negative 2. Do you remember? So in math, down to log base, you can't do log. Ready? So log base 9. You can't do log of a negative number. Error in your calculator, non-real answer. So that means that this actually doesn't work. No solution. No, there's a solution. It's just 2 only. So x equals 2 is the only solution. Do not choose the negative 3. Watch out on the test for this one. Watch out. Only one solution. Only. So I think there might be one of those on the test. So be careful. It's only one solution. Okay, this one again, condense. down to, wait, you pause it. You pause me. You stop just copying, because that's wrong. No cheating. Nope, you need to pause me. Try this one, please. You got to try these ones on your own. And then watch me and see how you did. Having a drink. Okay, so did you try on your own? Okay, let's see how you did. So log base 9, we have negative 2x. Addition becomes times, and then bring down your 5. And then equals 1. We're just condensing the left side, condensing it. So then we get log base 9, negative 2x times 5 is a negative 10x. Interesting. Equals 1. Now how in the crap do we get rid of that log base 9? Do you remember? Yeah, we're going to have to go ahead and log base 9. This gets weird. You're going to shove up a log base 9 underneath there, and that's going to get rid of it. But if you do it to the left side, you have to, that's right, do it to the right side, shove that one up there. So now that 9, that 1, is just going to become 9 to the first power, which is just 9. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. Cray-cray. So we're going to bring down our negative 10x there, bring it down, and then just divide by negative 10. Divide by negative 10, and we're done. So we get x is equal to negative 9 tenths. Now let's make sure it works. Oh, good. We have negative 9 tenths. And a negative times negative is a positive, so we're good. Just make sure that there's no negative numbers in those logs there. So that will work, promise. You can plug it in your calculator. It'll work. Plug it in. It'll work. Just believe me. Okay, beautiful. Wow. There we go. Okay, so we're going to jump down. Ooh, so this is going to be solving exponentials. A little bit easier than 15 and 16, but still got some steps to it, definitely. Okay, so we're going to be solving some exponentials here. So basically, you got to get everything to the other side first. So we're going to minus the 10, get everything away from the, we're trying to solve for x. So kind of start furthest away, and then work your way to x, to solve for x. Okay, so we're going to minus 10. So 17 minus 10 is just 7. Then we have 10 to the x plus 4. Do you remember how to get rid of? Do you remember how to undo base 10? So to undo base 10, you're going to log base 10, right? Log base 10. And that'll get rid of, so now we have x plus 4 equals. But if you do it to one side, you have to do it to the other side. So now we're going to have log base 10 of that 7 in parentheses. And then to finally solve for x, we're going to minus 4, right? Just like that. And then that's just it, right? Do not, I put a distractor in there, don't do it. So don't combine the 7 minus 4. No, that's wrong. Because log base 10 of 7 is just a decimal. You can't combine those. So it's just like that. It's just your answer. It's just your answer. So this one, we want to get that negative 4 to the other side first before we can log base 10. But divide it because it's timesing it right now. So we'll divide it. Negative 20 divided by negative 4 is 5. Wait, you better pause me. Do this on your own. Come on. Stop just copying. No copying. You'll fail the test. So please try on your own. Bring down our 10 to the x plus 3. Now, again, to undo the log base there, we're going to log base 10. And if you do it on one side, you have to do it on the other side. So log base 10, log base 10. So then we have, bring down the x plus 3, is equal to just the log base 10 of 5. Nice. That's connected. So now we're just going to minus 3 and call it good. X equals log base 10, 5 minus 3. So in the future, if you did have to use your calculator to solve this, you could use the feature math button. So log base 10, right, of 5, which again, you can't minus the 3, because if you minus the 3 like correctly, you'd get negative 2.3, which is the correct answer. But, oh, did you know that log base 10 is the same as log? But if you just do log 5 and then minus 3, that's wrong. The answer is not 0.03. No, no, no. But if you want to make sure this works, let's see here. Yeah, we could plug that in. Watch this. So let's see if this works. Let's see if we go at negative 20. So negative 4 times 10 to the x plus 3. But guess what our x is? Our x is crazy. So our x is actually log base 10 5 minus 3. Ready? So log base 10. That's just assumed that when you push the log button, that assumes it's base 10. So 5, good, minus 3. And then we're going to go ahead and plug in, we just plug that in for x, right, just to see if this works. And then we'll go ahead and shove in there a plus 3 now. And that should give us negative 20. It did. It's right. We got our answer right. Now, for those of you that don't know how to do the log base of a number, you might have to do this. You might have to divide that. So, for example, log base 10 of 5 is the same as log base 10 of 5 divided by log 10. And so your base goes on the bottom and your number goes on the top. Cool. Showing you lots of crazy stuff in this video. Okay, word problems and graphing to finish us off. Watch the next video.